Welcome to today's podcast, everyone. Today with us, we have Mr. Laith Dwari, COO of Titmir and founder and CEO of Tech Agro. He has been a storm in the agricultural industry, nurturing his passion and knowledge for the same under the guidance of his late visionary father. So, Mr. Laith, it feels so good to have you here. Truly, it feels like a freshness in the vast ocean of entrepreneurs and businessmen, chasing new innovation. You are here creating a true storm in the agricultural industry. Tell me about it.
Well, thank you for having me here.
Yes.
To be honest, it's an honor and privilege to be part of this podcast, especially with the young generation like yourself.
Thank you.
As you said, I come from a family business going back to the 1919, and from my late father, we were into the agriculture business. My father had a vision where he believed that the desert has a huge potential, and this potential one day will thrive. Luckily, he saw that in his days when he was working into the agriculture business. We started our business in the desert of Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and now we moved to Dubai, Emirates, Al Ain. So yes, we wanted to take this path and this journey to the generation after us, and I think this is where we started with the concept of Titmir.
Great. So, what is the personal belief or what point of your family business that has been thriving for over a century, by the way, right now, led you to inspire to make Titmir? What was that one moment?
Well, it's a very good question. I always ask myself, how did I get myself into digitalization and into AI and how to go into platforms? And I always asked, how did I get there? And I say it's my daughter. I believe that for hundreds of years, business has not changed. It's been the same since a long time ago. And I think it's by seeing, watching, and touching, and people will normally conduct business in the same way. And it was my dream to hand over some of this legacy to my children, to the new generation. And this is where I found there was a big gap between what we know in the past and what you guys know. And I don't want to seem that old, but there is a small gap into how to conduct business. Digitalization is now part of life. It's the way we do business, the way that it's you buy, you sell, you share. All of this is done through platforms, and so I had the thought to think, how can we do this? How can I give a language that the new generation can understand? And this is where that triggered the concept of Titmir with us, to be honest.
Great. Agriculture is more of a traditional industry, I believe. So how has this vision or this perception you have of digitalizing agriculture has been received here, especially with your close family members in the GCC or people whom we talk about Titmir? How do they perceive this vision of yours?
Well, to be honest, at first it was strange for me, being the person of the, with my team, to be honest, and my partners. It felt strange at the beginning. And then I think, they always say that you got this message that changes your life. You got this message from God, maybe, or you have it from your phone.
Yes.
So I remember that my youngest daughter, she downloaded one of those games where it was a virtual farm. She used to grow and crops, and she's the only one allowed to touch my phone.
Okay.
So at night, maybe it was 12, maybe a.m., 1 a.m., I got a notification. And usually when you get these notifications in the night, you feel like something's wrong.
Something
is
important,
wrong. Yeah.
yes.
So I wake up and I look at the notification. It says, you have to harvest your crops. And I open it, it's a virtual farm. And I harvest for her the crops and I sell them. And slowly I got attached to this game.
Okay.
And I felt, morally I'm doing something. I'm feeding the chickens,
Yes.
and I felt that I'm alive. And passed 1 month passed, and I eventually saw in my bill that I invested 1,500 dirhams that time. You know, you buy
Wow.
coins, you buy tractors, you buy.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, if I can actually raise a farm virtually, why not do something that's real?
Brilliant.
Why can't we contribute in real life, in real farms, to real people, to real chicken, to real tomatoes? And so this comparison, when it came to my peers, my colleagues and my friends, and I will tell them, this is what I want to do. And they said, well, how are we going to do it? I said, we already are doing it. We were doing this in a virtual farm, in a virtual life.
True.
So why not make it more tangible, more real, and really help people into their farming business? So I think that's the best way I could conclude the idea to people that I know.
That is brilliantly put. So basically, you are doing something and actually contributing, not
Yes.
just virtually. Something,
Yes,
something is
definitely.
happening out there that's real and
Yes,
that's
real people, real
Yes,
names,
brilliant.
and it's amazing. It makes you feel good.
It's truly a beautiful vision, I must say.
Thank you.
Coming into the challenges that you might have with the project, if I'll start. It's not easy to have a farm virtually and then have a farm really. So as a farmer, you can face multiple challenges, like for example, unstable weather, unpredictable weather, and unstable market conditions. So how do you overcome these challenges from farmer's perspective, as well as if you say like you're buying from in the investor's perspective
Yes.
or investing in the farm? So how do you tackle this complex situation?
Well, that's a very nice question, to be honest. And I'll tell you, with my modest experience myself, I find that there are always 3 problems, and maybe 4 problems that all the farmers agree on, or farmers to be. And either he's a farmer or he's a farmer to be. He's interested in the concept of farming. So the first question will be, what should I grow? What's the product? What's a good product for me to grow? Is it tomatoes? Is it cucumbers? Is it corn? And the second question will be, how can I grow it? With the new technologies, not every technology is suitable for a certain type of product. So, and if he succeeds in the first 2, the third question is, where do I go with it? I'm not, I don't know much about the marketplace and then the supply chain. And so these are the main 3 problems that most of the farmers or farmers to be actually face. Now, the other question will be, one of the obstacles will be that a farming business is a business that needs quite a high capital. You can't start a farm with a couple of hundred dirhams. You need quite a high capital to start the farm. So add these 4 elements and mix them together, you'll find that this is the problem for most of the problems of the farmers or farmers to be. Now, Tathmir came and challenged those 4.
I see.
So the concept is that it's part of Tathmir is to educate people.
Wow.
When I was young, very young, a long time ago, I used to think spaghetti was a plant.
Really?
When I was young, like 4, 5, 6, I used to think that they cut the spaghettis.
You have tons of farm and
I
you
know
thought...
that at 4 years old, it was really hard to believe. But you get to know that people are not that much educated into the farming business.
True.
So Tathmir will actually help you first to get educated.
Wow.
We take your hand and we tell you, listen, there's the options you have. Now, once you choose that option, we take you by hand and we tell you, this is the right technology for this product. And don't worry, once you get yourself your mindset, we will supervise, we'll help you to grow the plants. And for your produce, which eventually, hopefully, and inshallah you will get, we'll help you to sell and market it to the supply chain directly to the off-takers. And if there was a problem in the investment, which is a big problem, don't worry too.
Oh,
We're contributing everybody in the farming business.
great.
You see, UAE in particular is a country with high morals, and especially when it comes to contributing back to its people and to the country itself. It's time for the people to actually start contributing back.
Absolutely.
all of us want to do, profits at the end. This is the nature of humans. We like to have profits at the end. We like to see our bank accounts in the positive. Let's do it with something that we actually contribute back. Do profits and contribute back. And everybody can be a part. We see people investing today in everything, into cryptocurrency, into stock markets, into gas, into oil, into roads, streets, everything. The only abandoned part was always the agriculture. Is it because people don't believe it's a good business? No. It's that there was no place that they can start, at least. So Tathmir came just to change that perception.
That is perfect. So, summing up, as a farmer, I can come to you and you'll handhold me and do everything for me.
Yes.
Just advise me what I can do with
Yes.
my land, what produce I can build.
Yes.
And as an investor, if suppose instead of investing, maybe I don't know, I'm being a bit biased here, but
Go ahead.
maybe in cryptocurrency instead of because I really love plants.
Yes.
I have my sweet mom who does her farming. She's small tomatoes.
Yes.
She's very passionate about
Yes.
it. So I think I'd be happy knowing that if I can put a 500 in one of the farms,
Yes.
and there's like a really pretty and organic tomato that's growing,
Yes.
and my money is growing. I
Yes.
think,
Well,
there's
yes,
nothing much more to say
that's
then.
that's the whole concept of it.
Yes.
The good thing about it is that you can access your farm at any given time. You can
Got
see
it.
what the farm is doing.
Oh, so I can see the
Yes,
farm and
yes.
that's
This is your part of Tathmir is transparency.
great.
And we believe that being a partner in a farm, that you have the right to go and access it, to see the reports. If you would like to go and visit it, that's your right to go and visit your farm and see.
Wow.
So we're not only engaging you in the concept of virtual, we're trying also to push you in the way that you touch the ground, you feel your tomatoes.
Come back to your roots.
Exactly, thank you.
Yes.
That's a beautiful word said. Thank you.
Next question was also regarding the same. It was a platform like Tathmir. It needs transparency. It needs a trust. So the technology that you use, how does it ensure this transparency and trust comes easily
Yes,
with green? But
yes.
again, I'd like to hear it from your words. How you
Well,
make it happen.
I understand your point of view, and that's a very valid point. Whether you're a farmer or an investor, you always look for security.
Yes.
And security and to feel safe with your investment, it comes with transparency.
True.
Now, we take this into three pillars in Tathmir. The first pillar is that we call the 3 S's. It's smart, sustainable, and with Sharia compliant.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. We're the first platform that grows like funding or fractionalization through farming into Sharia, with Sharia compliance.
Wow.
The other thing is that we have taken so many measurements and let's say pivotal points where we make sure that your investment is secured, whether it was through escrow accounts, whether it was through the SPVs. The other part is that we make sure that the farmer gets the right technology that he's looking for through our tech partners, which we have done due diligence, KYCs. So it goes through so many layers of risk management, compliance officers, and it has its own, let's say, security plan.
Brilliant.
The most important part is that we're Sharia compliant. We're very transparent. You see, if there's a hidden corner, that's where you start feeling that there's something wrong.
True,
Blind
true.
spot, no blind spots. Clear as daylight.
Got it.
As an investor, you can access your investment at any given time. And as a farmer, you can access your investors at any given time.
Perfect.
So yes, I think this makes you feel comfortable when it comes to
It is
investments.
actually.
Yes.
And I love the tagline that you used: smart, secure, and Sharia
Yes.
compliant. The 3 S's.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Talking about still we are in the technology bubble, data and analytics, they play a huge role, especially with AI going on. You are hearing it here and there.
Yes.
So going with the trend, is Tathmir as a platform using any of these AI, IoT to make farmers and investor more attached or intricate them with technology?
Well, yes. To be honest, the short answer would be yes. We do use AI, IoTs into our business, and the reason for that is that I always say AI is just like when we started using the calculator. if you go back when the calculator first came in, our parents used to say, "Oh, they're not going to know math anymore. They're going to
Yes,
start depending
yes.
on the
True,
calculator."
true.
But actually, the calculator enhanced
Definitely.
math and enhanced our technology in folds more faster. So yes, we do believe that AI is and can contribute a lot into our business because it answers, AI modules can answer faster and some trivial questions that can be done faster than human beings.
Definitely.
And it gives the best options. If there's
Yes.
options, it gives the best options for you to how to choose. So yes, I think it does help a lot.
So you're using the technology to support both the both the teams, the farmers as well as the investors then.
In the farmer side, we believe that there has to be a very good verification and KYC to the farm itself. Not all the farms could be used. There's different. We use satellite surveillance, sometimes drones. So there's so many work gone on the ground to make sure that once we start, we don't fail.
Got it.
And then the concept of matching. You see, if you were like me thinking spaghettis was a plan,
Yes.
you will need that help. You need that guidance. So
Definitely.
AI will guide you through that
I see.
with the help of our platform. It will take you through a very complex matrix, and it will tell you easily, slowly, what to choose, how to choose it, what do you expect, what's the return that you're expecting.
Wow.
And so that's on the farmer side.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to our investors, we believe that once you invest, the technology will facilitate you to access your farms, access your investment, give you some projections for the next year.
Got it.
So there's so many that the new technology is helping us with.
That's great. My next question is, I heard you use the term fractionalization before.
Yes.
So now fractionalization is I believe it's completely new when it comes to agricultural
Yes,
sector.
it is. Yes, it is.
What led you to believe that fractionalization can be the solution to all the problems that you mentioned?
Well, I'm going to rephrase maybe. I don't think it's going to be the solution for all the problems, but it will be a solution of one of the biggest problems, which is investment. I know lots of people that believe into agriculture. They believe that, we did, I think, our company did a survey of 10,000 people, and 87% of those we did the survey on between the ages 18 to 40 believe that they want to be part of agriculture projects. But the problem is that it's the investment's too high.
Too high, got it.
87 believe that, or I think it was 82%, they believe that it gives good returns, and they believe that it gives more than 12% in returns.
Wow.
But again, the investment is too high.
The initial investment.
The initial
You
investment,
don't have
exactly,
a way to, yes,
and
got it.
either you don't have a land. If you have a land, you need a couple. It's a big investment, and as you can see, the UAE is moving today with what Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid has initiated, Isra. Everybody has to have a part. This is not something we believe that is done on the government side alone or onto companies alone. Everybody has to have a part. Now, how can I let you be part of it? If you can only spare 500 dirhams, 1,000 dirhams, like I did with the virtual farm.
Yes.
So we wanted to create that opportunity that let everybody be a part of this. Let everybody have a chance to be part of this.
That's beautiful.
So the only way is to fractionalize it. So
I see.
it was easier on the investor to be part, and it was easier for the farmer to gain investment for his farm in a very easy way. And again, as I said, all of this is under Sharia compliance, is under very safe environment and transparent environment. Yes.
Yes, that's brilliant. That's beautiful, actually. The fact that a student or someone who's just starting to invest can just put 500 dirhams and have a small portion and a fractionalization of a farm, and they feel good, their money is in some good place, and
Yes.
the feeling of contribution
Yes,
more
yes,
than
you're
that.
right.
That's brilliant.
Thank
The
you,
idea
thank
and the
you.
way you've incorporated that into agriculture, because
Well, I'll be very honest with you. I think you guys are the reason. Your generation is the reason. I believe that you may have your own investments now.
yes.
My daughter does have her own investments, and I see that your generation is very bold, courageous, risk takers. They take actions for their belief, and I think it's up to us now to follow your lead. We always say, as a father, you feel that you always are leading, but you're maturing faster than we did. So
But it's so great, someone from your position and your knowledge of agriculture, the fact that you had a thought to incorporate the modern technology, the modern youth mindset into something so traditional a sector. I don't think so now you can call it a traditional sector,
No, you
because come
can't,
on,
no.
we have Tatmir now, it's modern.
yes, you can.
But still, I'll say the agriculture sector and bringing digitalization into it, it's truly beautiful. And I think rather than us leading, you've led the youth, and you are creating a legacy for your kids indeed.
we paved the way for you. Hopefully that you will have a brighter future.
Hopefully, yes, excited for it to
Thank
launch and just, start being a part of Tatmir as soon as possible.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
Talking about youth, I think the current youth is more health conscious. They have a health conscious mindset. They go to the markets and they buy organic products, organically stamped products, or sustainably harvested products.
Yes.
So moving on with this trend, does Tatmir incorporate some of these into the platform, like in organic or sustainability? Obviously sustainability, but how is Tatmir utilizing this trend, and do you have any long-term plans?
Well, I love that you put this question on the table, to be honest. The concept today of organic farming, sustainable farming, and these concepts did not see the light yet. There's so many potentials out there, so
Wow.
many technologies that are new that can actually create organic farming with very good returns. Because when we think about organic farming, we always think about organic farming, but less returns or
Yes.
less produce. So there are so many technologies today. Very smart, brilliant people, young people have beautiful ideas coming to sustainability and to organic farming. So I believe that yes, we are promoting more into this because we're giving a showcase for those new ideas, brilliant ideas into Tatmir, where people can choose. Now, because the market is choosing more into the organic, farmers will go to organic farming. But the market was very limited in terms of technology because the access to those technologies were very limited. People didn't know about them. But today, in Tatmir, tech partners are accessible by farmers. So yes, I do believe that eventually, on the long run, we will have more and more of these farms.
That's great.
And I'm excited to see more of them, to be honest.
Same here, actually.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next question, it's more of the futuristic goals of Tatmir.
Yes.
Do you see Tatmir expanding beyond GCC, the regional scope of GCC? And if so, like for example, a region where they face similar agricultural problems that you just mentioned earlier, do you have the vision?
Well, I'll tell you this. My father always had a saying: "If you aim for the stars."
That's a
And
beautiful
yes, we do aim eventually, maybe to. But our main focus today, to be honest, and the team, my partners, the CEO of the company, Mr. Binod, and me are actually concentrating more and more today onto fulfilling the vision of the UAE. We feel that both of us have been part of the UAE for a long time. We feel we're a part of it. We do really feel this is our country, and we feel that we want to fulfill part of the vision they have, the vision that Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed has and Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid also has. into the agriculture, making more on food security.
I see.
So maybe in the long run, yes, we do believe we aim for this for the stars,
Stars.
but we are actually working hard to be part and a very helping hand and role into making food security and sustainability a true factor, something real. Not only by talk, not only by we own farms. We have our own farming business, but that's not enough. We don't feel we did enough. Yes, we have some technologies that help in sustainability, but we don't feel that's enough. We feel there's much more to contribute back. So, in a nutshell, maybe if you ask me, yeah, Tathmir, would it like to be global? Yes, we would love this to be a concept, because farmers have the same problem all over the world. It's the three questions: what to grow, how to grow, and where to go with it.
Yes.
So these three questions, and with the big investment that burden their back. So it's the problem of most of the farmers all over the world. And we feel that Tathmir is made for those farmers, regardless where you come from. But what we're concentrating today is that we do want to fulfill as much as we can into Emirates, and how we can lay a helping hand in making this true.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Amazing. I love that you're so passionate about agriculture, and you've been carrying this family legacy so beautifully, and not just maintaining it, but taking it up a notch, just making it, as you call, digitalizing agriculture.
Well, thank you very much.
And you seem to be so passionate
Yes,
about it. I love the energy and the passion that you bring
Thank you.
here. So what has been the most rewarding journey? You've been working on this vision of yours, Tathmir. What has been the most rewarding journey with Tathmir so far?
So, I've been blessed in so many ways through this path of Tathmir. Maybe in my personal experience, I can tell you, the closest one was my partners, to be honest. Having a passion into agriculture from my side is justified, because I grew up with the third generation, and that passion grew within a family. But to see that passion into my partners and how they actually feel that they belong now, and Tathmir is where they belong, is something that gets me excited, to be honest. The other part was seeing the youth, seeing my daughter, who maybe wasn't that much interested into my business before, and my sons, and today they're much more interested.
Nice.
They're asking more questions,
Wow.
And I feel that they want to be part of the story. So all of these are blessings, to be honest, and this is, I think, how the payback comes when it comes to such a type of business. It's not always about how big, how small. It comes in how much emotional, and it touches you deep inside.
Truly.
Yes.
I think that's so great, the way you told about your blessings. And as a father, I feel like, because the best gift you could give your kids is giving your family business in the way they want.
Definitely.
And it's been so beautifully done with Tathmir.
Thank you.
And it's come out so well.
Thank you.
Lastly, you are always so motivated, and with those vision, the sparkle in your eyes. And,
Thank you.
what would you like to tell to our listeners about any messages that you'd like to share about Tathmir, sustainability, agriculture? Bring them together.
Well, that's I'll phrase it like I tell my children, my young children. It's always good to think of profits and gaining profits and making business, but I think that having it with a purpose, make your journey with a purpose. It makes it more fun. It's not only about numbers and how big and how small. When you have a purpose in your business and in your life, it makes it, it adds that flavor to it. So I think that's the best thing I can tell.
That's beautiful.
My children out there and my friends.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Laith, for
Thank
coming
you.
Today and having this amazing session.
Thank you.
It truly feels great to have you here, and we look forward to hear more about Titmir and its vision and growth and all the latest things that you have to do with it.
Well, I really thank you for your time. It's been amazing having this interview, and I'm really looking forward for the future, and you guys too.
Same here.
Thank
Same
you.
here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you
Laith,
very
again.
much.